5 toxic tactics narcissists use when they realize you're never coming back. Imagine this. After months or years of emotional turmoil, you've finally had enough. You've broken free from the control, manipulation, and chaos of a narcissist. You're reclaiming your power and rebuilding your life without them. You're proud of yourself for walking away, and you're starting to heal. But just when you think it's over, something changes. The narcissist realizes you're not coming back, and that's when their toxic behavior reaches an entirely new level. If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know that they thrive on power and control. The thought of losing that control is unbearable for them. For a narcissist, your departure isn't just a breakup or the end of a relationship. It's a threat to their ego, a blow to their carefully crafted self-image. They can't accept that you would leave them and live a fulfilling life without their involvement. So, when they realize you're truly gone, they resort to a series of manipulative, toxic tactics to either pull you back in or make you suffer for leaving. Before we uncover these tactics in detail, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you find this content helpful. Don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone who needs this information. By spreading awareness, you're helping others identify and escape narcissistic abuse. Now, let's get started. The first thing to understand is that narcissists don't view relationships like emotionally healthy individuals do. For most people, a breakup is painful, but it's also an opportunity for reflection and growth. For a narcissist, however, a breakup is a direct attack on their ego. They don't see your departure as a mutual decision or an act of self-preservation. They see it as rejection, failure, and a loss of control. Narcissists operate with an inflated sense of superiority, and they genuinely believe you are beneath them. So, when you leave, it triggers a deep sense of shame and insecurity that they can't tolerate. Instead of processing these emotions in a healthy way, they react with manipulation, anger, and revenge. At first, the narcissist may try to deny that you're truly gone. They'll act as if it's just a temporary setback or a misunderstanding. But once they realize that you're serious, that you're never coming back, their behavior shifts. That's when they unleash their most toxic tactics, each one more manipulative than the last. Let's explore these tactics in detail. One of the most common and destructive tactics narcissists use when they realize you're not coming back is the smear campaign. A smear campaign is the narcissist's way of retaliating against you by destroying your reputation. They will spread lies, twisted truths, and damaging stories to anyone who will listen: friends, family, co-workers, or even acquaintances. The goal is to turn others against you and isolate you from your support system. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, and they know how to spin a convincing story. They'll paint themselves as the innocent victim and portray you as the villain who hurt them for no reason. For example, if you left because of their abuse, they might tell others that you were unstable, ungrateful, or cruel. They'll twist the truth to fit their narrative, leaving out their role in the toxicity. They might say things like, "I gave them everything, and this is how they repaid me," or "I tried so hard to make them happy, but they were impossible to please." By framing themselves as the victim, they not only deflect responsibility, but also gain sympathy from others. The smear campaign serves two purposes. It protects their ego by making them look innocent, and it punishes you by tarnishing your name. The smear campaign can be incredibly painful, especially if the narcissist manages to convince people you care about. You might feel betrayed, misunderstood, or even tempted to defend yourself. But here's the truth: the smear campaign says far more about the narcissist than it does about you. Healthy, emotionally mature people don't need to destroy others to feel better about themselves. The best thing you can do is stay calm, avoid engaging with their lies, and focus on rebuilding your life. In time, the truth will reveal itself. If the smear campaign doesn't work, the narcissist often resorts to hoovering. Hoovering is a manipulative tactic designed to suck you back into the relationship, much like a vacuum cleaner. Narcissists use hoovering when they feel they're losing control over you. They'll reach out with carefully crafted messages, actions, or gestures to trigger your emotional attachment and lure you back. Hoovering can take many forms, and it often starts subtly. The narcissist might send you nostalgic messages like, "I've been thinking about all the good times we had. I miss you," or "I can't stop thinking about you. Remember when we were so happy together?" These messages are designed to make you second-guess your decision and focus on the positive memories instead of the pain they caused. If nostalgia doesn't work, they might shift to guilt-tripping. They'll say things like, "I don't know how I'll survive without you," or "You're the only person who understands me." In some cases, they may even fabricate emergencies to get your attention, like claiming they're sick, depressed, or in crisis. Hoovering is dangerous because it preys on your empathy and emotional vulnerability. The narcissist knows exactly which buttons to push to make you feel guilty or hopeful. But it's important to remember that hoovering is not about love or regret. It's about control. Narcissists don't want you back because they care about you. They want you back because losing you threatens their ego. If you give in to hoovering, the cycle of abuse will start all over again. When hoovering fails, the narcissist often escalates to intimidation and threats. At this stage, their desperation turns to anger, and they'll use fear to try to regain control. Intimidation can take many forms, from subtle threats to overt harassment. The narcissist might threaten to expose personal secrets, ruin your reputation, or sabotage your career. They may say things like, "If you don't come back, I'll tell everyone what you did," or "You'll regret leaving me." In more extreme cases, narcissists may resort to stalking, harassment, or even legal threats. They might show up at your workplace, send threatening messages, or involve others in their attempts to intimidate you. Their goal is to make you feel scared, powerless, and trapped. Narcissists thrive on control, and if they can't control you with charm or guilt, they'll try to control you with fear. It's essential to stand firm during this stage. Protect yourself by setting boundaries, documenting any harassment, and seeking legal or professional help if necessary. Another toxic tactic narcissists use is playing the victim. When intimidation doesn't work, they'll switch gears and appeal to your sympathy. They'll exaggerate or fabricate stories about how much they're suffering because of your departure. You might hear things like, "I can't eat, I can't sleep, I'm falling apart without you," or "How could you abandon me after everything I've done for you?" These statements are designed to make you feel guilty and responsible for their well-being. Playing the victim is a powerful manipulation tactic because it tugs at your compassion. Narcissists know that you care, and they'll exploit that to their advantage. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for their emotions or their healing. They are adults, and they are capable of seeking help if they choose to. Don't let their pity tactics pull you back into the toxicity. Your departure was a necessary act of self-preservation, and you have every right to prioritize your own well-being. Finally, when all else fails, narcissists may try to sabotage your future happiness. If they can't have you, they don't want anyone else to either. They may spread rumors about you, interfere with new relationships, or sabotage opportunities in your career or personal life. Their goal is to punish you for leaving and ensure that you don't move on without them. Narcissists can't stand to see you happy because your happiness reminds them of their failure to control you. So, they'll do everything in their power to disrupt your progress. At the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is this. Narcissists will stop at nothing to regain control when they realize you're gone for good. They'll lie, manipulate, threaten, and sabotage to keep you trapped in their toxic web. But you are stronger than their tactics. By recognizing their behavior for what it is, desperate attempts to regain control, you can protect yourself and move forward with confidence. Thank you so much for joining this discussion. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand narcissistic behavior, the better equipped you'll be to break free and live a life filled with peace, joy, and independence. Stay strong, stay informed, and always choose yourself. These 5 things hurt narcissists more than no contact. Have you ever wondered what truly shakes a narcissist to their core? While many believe that going no contact is the ultimate power move against a narcissist, there are other subtle yet deeply impactful actions that can wound their inflated egos even more. Today, we will uncover 5 powerful truths about what really hurts narcissists and why these methods are more potent than cutting off contact. If you've dealt with someone who constantly manipulates, belittles, or gaslights you, this video is essential for understanding how to regain your strength. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Before we dive into this powerful discussion, I invite you to hit that subscribe button, give this content a thumbs up, and share it with others who might benefit from understanding narcissistic behavior. It's time to take back control of your life and arm yourself with knowledge that can change how you deal with toxic personalities forever. Now let's begin this eye-opening journey into the world of narcissists and the things that cut them deeper than silence. The first thing you need to know about narcissists is that their entire identity is built upon a fragile illusion of superiority. This illusion is what shields their ego from a deeply buried sense of inadequacy. While a narcissist presents themselves as confident, charismatic, and self-assured, beneath this mask lies insecurity, fear, and self-loathing. Their grandiose facade thrives on constant external validation, admiration, and control over others. Without these elements, a narcissist feels threatened, exposed, and emotionally destabilized. This is why certain actions, beyond just no contact, strike a devastating blow to their false self. Emotional indifference hurts them more than anything. One of the most significant ways to hurt a narcissist is to stop reacting emotionally to their manipulations. A narcissist thrives on eliciting strong emotional responses, whether it's anger, sadness, or fear, because your emotions give them power. When you stop reacting and remain emotionally indifferent, you strip them of the control they crave. Imagine a narcissist throwing out insults, provoking arguments, or trying to guilt-trip you. And instead of responding, you simply remain calm and unbothered. To a narcissist, this is devastating. It forces them to confront the reality that their manipulative tactics no longer have the power they once did. Picture this. You're at a family gathering, and the narcissist begins making passive-aggressive remarks about your appearance or choices. In the past, you may have reacted with frustration or defensiveness. This time you smile, nod politely, and refuse to take the bait. The narcissist is left scrambling, confused, and angry because they can no longer pull your strings. Your refusal to engage emotionally is a silent yet powerful rejection of their control, and it shatters their sense of superiority. The concept of emotional indifference is powerful because narcissists are wired to thrive on conflict and drama. Without your reactions, they are forced to confront their own emptiness. This emotional void is unbearable for them, as it exposes their dependence on external sources of validation to feel significant, succeeding without their approval. Another thing that deeply wounds narcissists is when you succeed without their involvement, influence, or approval. Narcissists inherently believe they are superior to everyone, including you, and they see themselves as an integral part of any progress or achievement in your life. In their minds, they are the foundation of your success, the source of your capabilities, and the architect of your victories. When you accomplish something significant without their input or validation, it completely shatters this illusion. It not only reveals that their control over you is non-existent, but also serves as a painful reminder of their insignificance in your life. This realization is incredibly difficult for a narcissist to handle because it directly conflicts with their need to be the most important figure in your story. For instance, if you get a new job, launch a thriving business, or reach an important personal milestone without the narcissist's involvement, they will be unable to process this in a healthy way. Rather than showing joy or offering you genuine congratulations, they are far more likely to feel threatened, humiliated, and overwhelmed with jealousy. This jealousy comes from a place of deep insecurity, as your success makes it abundantly clear that you are not dependent on them. In response, they will often try to downplay your achievement, dismiss it as unimportant, or harshly criticize the efforts you put in to reach that goal. On the surface, they may try to mask their envy with indifference, passive-aggressive remarks, or even false praise that lacks sincerity. However, beneath this exterior, your success cuts them deeply because it contradicts the self-image they work so hard to maintain. At their core, narcissists view relationships as transactional. They believe that anyone in their orbit, including you, owes them for any achievements or progress that has been made. Whether they provided actual help, minimal involvement, or nothing at all, they still convince themselves that they played a critical role in your success. This mindset fuels their distorted sense of entitlement, as they believe that any outcome you achieve must be attributed to them. When you succeed without their guidance or support, you tear apart this fantasy, leaving them with no choice but to confront the reality of their lack of influence in your life. This is an unbearable experience for a narcissist because it highlights a truth they cannot accept. You are strong, capable, and valuable all on your own. Your independence serves as a direct challenge to their carefully crafted superiority complex. It reminds them that they do not hold power over you, nor are they essential to your success or well-being. This loss of control is a devastating blow because narcissists rely heavily on feeling superior to others in order to maintain their fragile self-worth. They cannot tolerate the idea of being seen as insignificant, irrelevant, or replaceable. By achieving something remarkable on your own, you prove that you are fully autonomous and that their approval, presence, or influence is not required for you to thrive. Ultimately, this truth stings narcissists like nothing else. Your success becomes a symbol of your independence, resilience, and strength, qualities that contradict their belief that you are beneath them. They see your achievements as a direct attack on their carefully maintained image of superiority. Rather than embracing this as an opportunity to celebrate your growth, they experience it as a personal loss. To them, your independence exposes their own shortcomings, their inability to control others, and their diminished importance in the grand scheme of your life. This reality is something narcissists cannot tolerate, as it dismantles the illusion of power and control that they cling to so desperately. Exposing their true behavior. Equally powerful is when you publicly expose their true behavior. Narcissists work hard to maintain a flawless image in front of others. They carefully curate how they are perceived, presenting themselves as kind, charming, and successful individuals. This mask is their greatest weapon because it allows them to manipulate others while hiding their toxic behavior. However, when someone sees through their facade and exposes their lies, cruelty, or manipulations, it devastates them. Public exposure forces the narcissist to confront the reality that their carefully constructed illusion is crumbling. Imagine sharing your story with trusted friends, family, or even online communities, and people believe you. They see the narcissist for who they truly are, and their reputation begins to suffer. This is one of the most painful experiences for a narcissist because it destroys their ability to control how others perceive them. It also triggers their deep-seated fear of being unmasked as flawed, manipulative, and unworthy. The fear of exposure stems from the narcissist's deep insecurity. They know that their entire persona is a lie, and any crack in their mask threatens to reveal the emptiness behind it. When people begin to see the truth, it erodes the narcissist's power and control. Refusing to seek their approval. Another thing that wounds a narcissist more than no contact is when you stop seeking their approval. Narcissists thrive on being the center of your universe. They want you to look to them for validation, guidance, and emotional support. By seeking their approval, you feed their ego and reinforce their sense of importance. However, when you stop caring about what they think and begin prioritizing your own happiness, it shatters their illusion of control. For example, if a narcissist criticizes your life choices, instead of feeling hurt or doubting yourself, you confidently stand by your decisions. You no longer seek their permission to live your life or define your worth. This shift in power dynamics is deeply unsettling for a narcissist. It forces them to realize that you no longer depend on their opinions, and they lose the ability to manipulate you through guilt or shame. Living a happy and fulfilling life without them. Lastly, one of the most powerful ways to hurt a narcissist is to live a fulfilling and happy life without them. Narcissists want to believe that you cannot function or thrive without their presence. They enjoy the idea that they are essential to your happiness and success. When you prove them wrong by living a joyful, meaningful, and successful life without them, it destroys their ego. Imagine cutting ties with a narcissist and, instead of feeling broken or defeated, you begin to flourish. You build healthier relationships, pursue your passions, and find inner peace. The narcissist may try to smear your reputation or sabotage your success, but your happiness becomes untouchable. This is the ultimate rejection of their power, and it is a wound that they cannot heal. Living a fulfilling life without a narcissist is not only the best revenge, but also the ultimate proof of your strength and resilience. It demonstrates that you are capable of happiness, growth, and independence, no matter how hard they try to hold you back. Final thoughts. So there you have it. 5 things that hurt narcissists more than no contact. These actions strip away their illusions of control, superiority, and importance. By refusing to react emotionally, succeeding without them, exposing their behavior, stopping the need for their approval, and living a fulfilling life, you reclaim your power and break free from their toxic influence. Thank you for watching and being part of this important discussion. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on navigating toxic relationships and reclaiming your strength. Your support means everything, and together, we can empower ourselves to live healthier, happier lives. Until next time, take care and stay strong.